I'm not surprised that happened. It's like, you need to ask yourself, like, does our level contain... Does our gameplay in the first place have enough things to also make an open world, or not even an open world, just large levels, interesting? Does it make sense? Because to me, it's like kind of important that you have things to add in. Man, I dropped like a rock. Okay, I had to try it. Hey, oh, hi, Auntie. I guess if I was to give like kind of an example, something I could say would be like, I like to think like Halo's a pretty good example because the mainline games have some larger levels where the game can, reward you with like power weapons and stuff. You go off the beaten path or look around a little bit. And just give you like, or maybe you can find a vehicle, grenades, and just give you a different advantage point, you know? So you have that going for you. Or something like ODST, which, yeah, it essentially gives you like a kind of an open world thing, but the baseline mechanics or gameplay of Halo just doesn't make sense for an open world like that because there's just not really enough to reward the player with when you're looking around. So you just kind of, because all the game can give you for the most part is like, you know, grenades, some ammo, something. And I would also argue that like, well, you're not getting in a whole lot of encounters usually as the rookie in the open world, so that's another problem. If you're gonna do like a map that size that ODST had, then I think like having like upgrade things defined, whether it be to like say your armor or weapon upgrades or something, then makes a lot more sense. I mean, the player can feel rewarded for searching and whatnot. I think something like Serious Sam always can reward you with health and armor pickups, giving you weapons a little earlier than you actually get them. There's always ammo. Could give you like a serious bomb, something like that. But it helps because like Serious Sam, at least these older games aren't trying to give you like open world level maps. They're just very large. I should probably use something else. It's getting a little low on ammo. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if there's actually a jumping point where I can make that. This might be one of those levels where I'm a little less knowledgeable on the secrets. Okay, just freaking glitching out, I guess. Playing single shooters put significant time into our Splatoon campaigns, and Kid Eric is uprising. Boy, do more. Do those go for very different things from most shooters, single player? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. They definitely do have a very different. At least as a viewer, they definitely have a different feel to them than what I like to play. Within the remaining head, there's a steam lock which, when correctly aligned with release, will release a valve and rotate the statue's head, providing a convenient jump-off point to the top of the gates. From there, you should be able to find a small access point allowing you to pass through the gates.
Crap. I just gave a statue whiplash.
Splatoon is a very puzzle platformer coded in its single player rather than going crazy picking up killer weapons. Kid Icarus is a foot-based game built around reliability. I guess I've put a lot of time into Dead Zone Rogue. I don't know if that stayed activated after I shot it already. If I'm being honest, the levels I dread are sweet, I got gold. The levels I dread redoing the most to try and get gold are the longer ones. Thankfully, this game actually, again, has so far been rather forgiving about getting gold medals, which just makes me feel better. We've entered the innermost halls of Atlantis. Records are vague as to where these first halls are some form of defense against intruders, or whether they are a strange Atlantean playground for the royals. Don't let events catch you off guard, Sam. My sensors are detecting concentrated gravitational fields coming from a nearby singularity. I am surprised that the Atlanteans were in possession of such high technology and can only guess as to its purpose. But be warned that what goes up might not come down.
Enough of the bull already.
But Sam, we already made that joke. Oh, heartbeats. I was like, I don't see enemies in the game. So something I did last night, I went over to a friend's house and we watched season 2 of the Devil May Cry anime. And again, I had a very good time. I thought it was a lot of fun. There was even a moment that actually made me cry. So, good job. It's one of those things, like, I'm sure, like, I could say I have small issues with it here and there, but I think they're doing a great job, honestly. And in some regard, I feel like people are just, like, comparing it too much to the source material. Which, like, I get it. But I also feel like this, like, the director or whatever, he's really just doing his own take on it, his own version of it, and I think it's been pretty good. I'm not, like, full clarity, I'm not really watching full-on breakdowns or criticisms of it, so I don't want to sit here and say all those people are wrong. It's just one of those things, like, I'm sitting down, I'm watching it, and I'm enjoying it, so I don't know. And while, like, there are definitely shows where, you know, you rewatch them and they become, you start to notice those flaws more. And I do want to at least rewatch this season a second time, at the very least. I can just say that so far I am very happy with it.